My name is David Harrelson. I'm the Cultural Resources Manager for the Grand Round Tribe. I was born in Eugene, Oregon. My ancestors are Kalapuya. My great-grandfather many times over is Joseph Shengretta, and Joseph Shengretta signed the Willamette Valley Treaty of 1855, which ceded the Willamette Valley itself and provided for the removal of Indian people to the Grand Round Indian Reservation. Kalapuya is me. I'm Kalapuya. Kalapuya are the people of the Willamette Valley, the indigenous people of Eugene. And so that's why it's so significant, this name Kalapuya Ilihi, to be on a building at the University of Oregon is really giving honor and respect to the first peoples of Eugene and of the University of Oregon.
Sometimes we talk about Native American history as if it were in the past, but it's still with us today, and we can't forget that the Kalapuya were here and that they were the first to be here.
Our people are deeply entrenched in time and space in the way that University of Oregon is deeply entrenched in the hearts and the minds of people. And so when you come to University of Oregon, you live in that dormitory, you're going to have a bond and a connection to that place for a very long time. And how fitting to have a name of people who have a deep connection to place and time, to have it be named after the Kalapuya people.
There was a very long process in trying to figure out what would be an appropriate name for the new residence hall. And when I was contacted and asked whether or not the tribes would consider allowing us to use their name. Now there's two tribes that have Kalapuya descendants in it, the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians and the Confederated Tribes of the Grand Ronde community. Most of the Kalapuya who are living today are in the Grand Ronde tribe. And when I approached both tribes and asked them what they thought of this idea of naming the brand new residence hall as Kalapuya Ilihi, they were thrilled that not only an institution in the state of Oregon, but what would have their name, but what this would mean nationwide, as other institutions are trying to figure out how do we adequately respect those who were here first. Kalapuya Ilihi is one of the most magnificent residence halls, and it's right next to the Many Nations Longhouse, which makes it so much easier for a Native student who comes from the reservation to not only enjoy their stay at the residence hall, but it's in such close proximity to the Many Nations Longhouse, they can not only find help with tutoring, but we have our Thursday night potlucks, we have many Native American gatherings all throughout the week.
We constructed the committee to have 5 faculty members and 5 students. I was in charge of gathering the students, and Jessica, who was the other chair, was in charge of gathering the faculty, and we tried our best to reach all corners of this campus and to get a really, like, a true representation of like the campus community. There was a lot of parallels with the name and the building. Like the Many Nations Longhouse is literally like right next to the building. The Native American and Indigenous Studies Arc will also be housed in the building. We're sitting on Kalapuya land, you know, the name itself, like, you know, the gathering place, like roughly what it translates to. Those are really, really powerful parallels that made the name almost like the prime decision. Bringing people of multiple identities, of multiple cultural backgrounds, of different geographical backgrounds too, coming from different places, that's what the gathering place means to me.